Yes, we could be getting a brand new Eeveelution. That's it. That's a video. Goodbye, everybody. You can you can pack your things and go away. This video is over. No, but now for real, like, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, technically it's not impossible that we would get a new Eeveelution, but it's also, I think, not very likely to happen. However, I don't know in the English community, but I know that in the Spanish community this is a thing that is happening. People are speculating about a possible new evolution, and it would be a Flying-type Eeveelution. And they have some points about how it could happen and why it could happen. So I would really like to go through those points and give my opinion, see what you guys think. I think it's important to also clarify that we should not be getting our hopes and expectations really high. It's not a thing that is likely to happen, and there's a reason for it, you know? So I see that a lot of people don't understand this. I actually saw a comment the other day where it was from a username, well, I don't know if I should say the username, I think I'll say it, you know, just credit him. But it was like, Capped Zero. I never understood why they stopped making the evolutions. Ground, fighting, poison, rock, bug, ghost, steel, dragon, flying. It says, legit, it doesn't make sense why they stopped. Oh, well, I don't know if it doesn't make any sense. I feel like it does a lot of sense, especially commercial sense. I feel like you got this very pretty character, which is Eevee, which is like the second Pikachu, is the second mascot of the franchise, and it has already some really easy to understand evolutions, right? The fire, water, and electric evolutions, and then we got a Glacian and Leafeon, right? Which would be basically plant. Then we got Umbreon, Espeon, and at the end we got Sylveon. So already you got a pretty big roster, but you had also the magic type of factor that each evolution connected very well with people. I actually feel like they took a huge risk with Sylveon. Like it could have backfired a lot. Like it could have been like people didn't connect with Sylveon, and you would have ruined a little bit the evolutions for some people. So I think they absolutely took a risk there, and I think they won. I think people really like Sylveon. I wasn't a huge Sylveon fan myself back in the day, but then I got like a Pokemon card of a full art of Sylveon, and I was like so in love with it. Like I thought it was great card. But yeah, people saying that there's no reason why they would have stopped making evolutions, I just don't see it. Like, I think commercially it makes a lot of sense, which is also the reason why I don't personally believe that they will make a Flying-type evolution, especially not on this Pokemon Day, which a lot of people are expecting. But enough of me speaking, I think it's time we go through these points that people are giving. 2025 is the year of Eevee. Yes, well, Pokemon has said that this 2025 year is the year of Eevee. I don't think they give a reason exactly why. They just kind of like randomly decided, you know, 2025 it's Eevee Day, you know, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, Eevee it's the second mascot of Pokemon, so it makes sense that they just said, you know what, let's just make this year Eevee year, like kinda like how they did with Piplup in like 2022 or 2023. I don't remember what year was it, but they made it Pochamas years. That was the name of that whole marketing stunt. And yeah, basically they used Piplup for a lot of marketing purposes. They used it as a second mascot with Pikachu, so I think they're kind of doing that with Eevee, which makes a lot of sense. I really like the idea of Pokemon alternating between second mascots, so it's not always Eevee. They could use Piplup or any other cute Pokemon depending on the year, so I think that's a really smart decision, so people don't get tired of Pikachu and of Eevee. They kind of keep it fresh that way. But yeah, I think this one point of 2025 is a year of Eevee. I don't think this is enough evidence to suggest that we're getting a new evolution. I mean, it definitely, with the other points, kind of adds up, but so far let's not be singing victory, okay? The second point is that supposedly this next Pokemon Day of 2025 we're gonna get some Flying Terra-type Eevee event on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, already like, okay, why why the Terra type of this Eevee is flying. Kind of weird that they're making that. They said that this information was leaked. I don't really know if that's true. It could be Pokemon Day and they don't announce anything like this. So also, I don't know if this information is trustworthy. I don't know if they're gonna make a Flying Terra type Eevee event or something like that. So again, not conclusive enough. But now we got the third point, which I think it's actually a good point. Like, it's not evidence, but it's a really good point. And it's months before they revealed Sylveon in 2013, there was an official Pokemon wallpaper with some letters that each represented an evolution, except one. We later knew that it represented Sylveon. So yeah, we see the wallpaper and we see that each Pokemon is represented with a letter and a color. I think they kind of got it wrong here because it feels like the one that is in the right, they made it for Sylveon, which I think it would be more like Espeon because it's kind of like purplish. And they put the like moño, I don't know how you say it. The tie, I don't know how you say it. Okay, the bow. Moño equals bow. So they used the bow for Espeon, which I think that would be Sylveon actually. Not only because of the color, which is more pinkish like Sylveon, but also like literally Sylveon has a bow, so yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But this wallpaper is really old, so what does it have to do with a possible new evolution, especially a Flying-type Eeveelution? Well, basically in the sense that before Sylveon was announced, we got hinted about Sylveon. We got some hints from the Pokemon Company, and they could be hinting towards a new Flying-type Eeveelution now. Jump to 2025 and we got a wallpaper of some Eeveelutions flying in a hot air balloon. So the hot air balloon has some colors, right? And people are saying these colors represent each evolution except one. Guess which one is it? Yeah, of course, it's the white. Now some people are saying, well, the white could just represent Eevee, but people are like, no, Eevee is brownish and all of that. So they're saying, well, it could be hinting towards a Flying-type Eeveelution. Again, this is not conclusive enough, but you start seeing all these points together and you feel like something is adding up. Like, oh yeah, they're kind of doing a lot of Flying Eevee type of things. They're giving a lot of significance to Eevee, especially in this year out of nowhere. And it kind of starts painting a picture in your head like, well, actually, you know, they could actually make a new Flying-type Eeveelution. Why not? It could be fun. So I don't know about you guys. For me, this is a little bit of a stretch, but some people might just want to buy this idea. You know, I mean, like I said in the beginning, yes, we could absolutely be getting a new evolution. Like, there's no reason not to. But I think they would be kind of like taking a big risk, because what if it doesn't connect with people? And also, what if people are like, Pokemon is not creative enough, they're just recycling Eevee and they only are using nostalgia to sell some Pokemon figurines and plushies. You know, now that I say it, I feel like Pokemon doesn't care about people's opinion. Like, if they feel like it's gonna be fun to add a new evolution, I feel like they're gonna do it regardless of what people might think. And the last point that Spanish speaking communities are saying is that in the Terra Leaks that happened a few months ago, there was information about some meetings where they spoke about a Flying-type evolution, but they were just thrown out because apparently they said, okay, this is a good evolution, but a lot of fans have made a very similar design, so we will no longer do it. So in a way, they could actually work upon the concept that they already had, improve upon the idea, or just use the same that they already had. We don't know. One thing is absolutely for sure, a Flying-type Eevee was in the works and it got designed and everything. Like, there's an actual design in the Pokemon Company of a Flying-type Eevee. Like, there's no question about it. So it would be a matter of being like, okay, do we think it's fun to release a new evolution? Do we think it's time? What could be the implications of that? Like, are we gonna get more evolutions down the line? Because Sylveon was released in 2013. We would get something like Flying-type Eevee in 2025. 2035 we could get another evolution. I hope not. Like, I really enjoy the Eevee roster, how it is. Like, I actually feel... Well, I mean, a flying type, I can already imagine a really cute type. Kind of like this Pokemon Suavul. Like, you know, just having like some clouds surrounding it. But yeah, I mean, like a bug type Eevee. How do you go about it, you know? So yeah, I don't think that they would ever make an evolution for every single type. I don't think they will make like a dragon or bug type Eevee. I think people are kind of spot on the idea that, okay, if they actually did a new evolution, I also think that it would be a flying type. And with all these like little hints about Eevee and Eevee flying in some sort of way, then yeah, it kind of makes sense that they could be hinting towards this and we're just not realizing yet because we don't have the evolution. So I'm excited to see what is going to happen. Personally, I don't buy that they're gonna make a new evolution. If they do, it's gonna be huge. Like, that's gonna break the internet for sure. So definitely let me know, do you guys think these points are convincing enough or they're just horseradish? And most importantly, would you like to have a new evolution? Like, how would your world be if there's just suddenly a new evolution? Like, how would your life change? I mean, I think for all of us Pokemon fans, it would actually change in some ways, you know? And if you would like to see a brand new evolution, which type would you like it to be? Also flying? I think flying is the one that makes more sense. But yeah, I saw this topic and I thought it was gonna be fun sharing it with you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed a lot making this video, but I think the fun part is going to be reading your comments and replying to your comments. So yeah, definitely know what you think. And thank you so much for the support that the videos have been getting. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much. Goodbye.